Cyril.
Guys, big trolls. They're huge. 2 of them. They're attacking. Cyril needs help.
Okay. That's what he says, and then Wilhelm turns and starts to make his way back towards Cyril. Gets about 10 feet before the end of his turn. So Cyril, you shout that over to Wilhelm, and then you have your action. What would you like to do?
I would like to disengage as well and try to get Onyx to start running as well. And my goal is to not drain the trolls
back to the party or away from
not to go directly to the party, sort of go at an angle, so hopefully the party could be within shooting range.
All right, so you disengage and you start going that way. The trolls, not overly intelligent creatures, see food and a chance of fun to fight a couple people that stumbled into their camp, give chase after you. And everyone else, roll initiative. You let an arrow fly out of your short bow. It slams right into the hip of the creature. It kind of reacts. You notice it steps a little awkwardly on its next step, but its arm actually kind of instinctively swings down, swatting at the arrow, and just breaks it off where the shaft meets the skin. The arrowhead presumably still inside, but smacks the shaft and just shears it right off the troll. Nebuchadnezzar, you're up. Dala, you are on deck.
So with my exhaustion, I'm only going to be able to move up, because my movement speed is only 25 feet normally, so I'll probably move up 12 and a half feet.
Can I speak to him, or do I have to wait until my turn?
You'd have to wait on your turn, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to run up about the 13 feet or so, and I'm going to hurl my spear at the one near Cyril.
Okay.
So I got a 22.
That hits. Roll damage. Very nice.
There's 5, but there's 5 damage to him.
5 damage with your spear. So Nebuchadnezzar, really tired, exhausted almost, you charge forward, and with every bit of strength you have, you chuck a spear. This actually slams right into the side near the rib cage of the troll, and even though it technically does less damage than the arrow, the sheer weight and size and force of it is just more physically draining on the troll itself. And you notice its pace kind of slow, and it kind of backs up, and now the two trolls are about even with each other, giving Cyril a little bit more breathing room. Is there anything else, bonus action or anything you would like to do, Nebuchadnezzar?
I just say, now it's time to have some fun. Fun. And then that's all it is.
All right. Dala, your turn, and your turn.
All right, I'm going to take my short bow, and I'm also going to shoot at the troll that's already been shot at.
Okay, yeah, definitely. Go ahead and make your attack for me.
18.
18 hits. Awesome. Are you using one of the poison arrows?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so roll damage and then add a d6 to it and roll that.
Mm. 11.
Oh, very nice. Okay.
Nice.
11 points of damage. That's
Good
the
job.
most of a single attack yet when it comes to these trolls. So you take a moment, Dala, as you run up ahead with pretty close to where Haley is. You draw an arrow from your quiver, and as you're lining it up, it's one of the poison arrows. You notice a green tinge on the otherwise iron head to this arrow. And as it flies off and slams into the side of this same troll that's been hit a few times, the arrow itself pierces in, And as the troll again goes to sort of instinctively just swat the arrow off of its body, you notice it kind of winces in pain. And as it goes to swat, for a second, its arm kind of like locks in place and it lets out a bit of a wail in pain as the poison just kind of courses into its veins. And its arm kind of shudders a little bit and shakes, and it goes to like shake its hand as it feels its fingers kind of going numb from the poison. Nice. It will have disadvantage on its first attack, and it's now the troll's turn. Both of them are going to attack the first one. The one that's been hit a few times is going to lunge forward and attempt to grapple Onyx. So I need a strength check from your horse, a strength saving throw.
Sure. I provide protection, so can I... Usually that gives disadvantage to attack. I'm not sure how that works with a grapple. Would he get like...
Grapple is a contested strength check. It's not an attack roll.
Okay. Okay, I'm sorry.
It'll have a +4, according to the 5e stat block. It'll have a +4 to this roll.
Okay. Nat 1.
Oh!
That horse was not ready.
That's rough. Because I got
no. Hug.
I got a total of 7 on my roll, just so you know how close you came to not hitting. But fail nonetheless, you have.
So close.
I just wanted to share that with you, perk you up a little bit. So the troll that's been damaged a bit, actually, you know what? It has disadvantage. I rolled a 4. Maybe I'll roll a 1. Nope, I rolled better, so it's fine. Sorry. So it jumps on to tackle the hind legs of the horse and is able to get both of its massive arms, each one the width of which is almost half of the overall dimensions of your horse's body itself. These are massive, brutish creatures. Gets both of its arms wrapped around the back legs of the horse and falls to the ground, just holding them. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
I made 3.
A 3. Cool. You fall to the ground as your horse falls to the side and is knocked prone by the momentum of the troll slamming into its back and binding its legs together and its arms. The horse, Onyx, falls to his side. You're thrown from the horse and you're currently prone. You yourself are not grappled or have any other issues with movement. Currently, the horse is unable to move. Its movement speed is 0. Because you're prone, if you want to get up on your next turn, it will take half of your movement to stand, just so you know. The second troll is going to turn and charge towards Dala and Haley, and it's going to attack Dala because it really didn't like what you did to its buddy with that arrow. It's going to attack you. Does a 17 hit against your AC?
So how far was it from the group? It was like 50 feet, right?
It was about 30, 35 feet at that point because they had moved up from the party on their turn. They didn't just stay where they were.
Okay.
They also are tall and can
Yeah, consider
move a lot
large. So.
faster.
Yeah, they've got a little bit more movement speed than the average human. What's your AC, Dala?
Not enough.
Yeah.
He's actually got a pretty high AC.
17.
Wow.
Okay, that's with your shield. You had your bow out, so you didn't have your shield out, so it's 14, I think.
14. Okay, yeah, it is. Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
No, that's fine. It rolled a 17 anyway, so it would have hit with your shield. But it gets 2 attacks. The first one is going to be with its club that's in its left hand, and the other one's going to be a slam. So the club hits, and it does... One moment while I roll the damage. Oh, God, I'm sorry. Oh, God! 18 points of bludgeoning damage with the club.
8? Oh my gosh.
It does 2d8 plus 3, and I rolled a 7 and an 8.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry. It does 15 points of bludgeoning damage with the club, and actually smacks the bow out of your hand with
Are
that
you
hit.
unconscious?
No, she probably still has like another 10 health-ish probably left over.
That's
Probably
right,
less.
I'm a hobbit.
Yeah,
I
she's
don't have
squishy. She's not that squishy.
She can take about one more hit, and then she's probably up and
Yeah.
down.
So
Well,
let's see if the troll's second attack. This one is with its its arm. That's a 15 to hit. To hit, not damage. Okay.
We will never forget your sacrifices. We will never forget.
That's 6 points of bludgeoning damage
6 points.
from its other arm. So in that round, you took a total of 21 points of damage.
Ooh.
How much health do you have left? How much
It
health?
hurts. It hurts.
Are you still conscious?
Barely, probably.
Hold on.
It'll be your hit points on the front page, near the middle, top middle.
Yeah. Five, is it?
Yep. So you have 26 hit points. What's your hit point maximum?
Oh, 9.
What?
Is it
Some of your
9?
maximum.
Yeah, so the maximum is not.
You're-
Wait, hold on.
You're level 2. Your level 1 hit points were 12. And
Yes.
then when you
Yes.
leveled up, you would have added to that. When you hit level 2. Is 9 what you added to the 12 when you leveled up?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so you have 21.
Okay,
Total.
21, right.
So,
yes.
so make a note of that on your character sheet so you know that you have 21 hit points.
Okay.
Well, you had 21 hit points.
Oh, bad, yeah.
21 points of damage, unfortunately. That was so intense just now, and we found out that you had been knocked unconscious by the troll. That is their turn. Edrahel, you are up. Eldikar, you're on deck.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So if you guys don't have anything to heal, remember that
You can always pray.
you can pray. You can also make a medicine check, and if you succeed, it will stabilize her. On her next turn, however, she will start making death saving throws. So, Edrahel, you're up. Eldikar, you're on deck.
Yeah.
All right, so where are the trolls right now? One is with
One is in melee range of Dala and Haley. The other is about 30 feet away, currently grappling Cyrell's horse. You are about 10 feet away from Dala and Haley.
which one's the one that was the most hit? Because I remember that you said that the one that was hurt was the one that.
Yeah,
Why
that
not?
was the one that tackled the horse.
Okay.
The one up against Dala and Haley is, as far as you can tell, at full strength.
Okay, so I draw my sword and my shield, and boy, how far away am I from that troll? From the one closest to us?
About 10 feet.
About 10 feet.
10 feet away from Dala and Haley, yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I go and attack it if I can from the back, trying to climb on his back and just like.
Okay. I do enjoy flanking rules in D&D, so you are flanking because of Haley being in melee and aggressive towards it, especially if you're going to run up behind it. So make your attack with advantage.
Okay. Let's see. Six.
With advantage.
Yeah.
Ouch. You bring your sword up and you attempt to slash into the troll's hide, but it's thick, almost like stone, and your blade kind of glances off of its back, unable to find purchase in the flesh of the enemy, unfortunately. Is there anything else you would like to do? If you have a bonus action, you can take.
Let's see. I want to get, if possible, I want to get the attention of the troll and just move away from them too, including from Della.
Yeah. Go ahead and just make an intimidation check. I'll allow that as a bonus action.
Intimidation.
Yes.
That's 8.
8. All right. So we'll see what kind of effect it might have on the troll's turn. Eldikar, you are up. Cyrell, you're on deck.
I am up. So
Show the party what you're made of, Eldikar.
Yeah,
Oh,
Eldar.
God.
I'd like to try and do a sneak attack. Would I be able to do that this turn, or would I have to like go in the woods and then wait till next?
There's enough trees around. Go ahead as a bonus action. Give me a stealth check.
15.
15. It, as far as you can tell, does not know your presence.
Okay.
You will benefit from a sneak attack if you hit.
So
Which
then,
troll? The one that downed Dala, or the one that is on Cyrell's horse?
the one that downed Dala.
Okay. You
So-
do have advantage on this, again, because of flanking.
I want to take my 2 daggers and try and like jump on his back. Like, yeah.
Do it. All right. So make your attack with advantage.
Ten.
So as you sneak up on the creature, as it's slightly distracted by Etrael, you attempt to sort of climb up onto the back of the creature and sink your blades into its back. But as soon as you start to climb up its back, it reactively just jerks to the side and throws you off to the ground. You're able to recover and get back up on your feet, but you didn't have a moment to actually dig your blades into it. That is your turn, Eldikar. Cyrell, you're up.
All right. Wow, lots going on. All right, so Onyx gets tackled. You see Cyrell, anyone who's paying attention, like fall. He uses his shield to break his fall, and he kind of rolls on his back. The wind knocked out of him. But he gets back up and cries out, Onyx, and then he's gonna run towards the troll. Would I get flanking with Onyx?
Not necessarily, but if Wilhelm on your turn is going to go into melee with the troll as well, then you would get flanking because of Wilhelm.
Wilhelm usually stays out of combat, so
Okay.
I would say probably not. So I'm just gonna roll, or I'm gonna run, and you see me like kind of jump and like try to stab at the.
Okay. Little Brad Pitt and Troy. I like it.
Okay, so I get 23.
You get also advantage because it is currently prone and it's a melee attack. 23 will hit, but roll again just in case you get a crit. Melee attacks against prone creatures have advantage.
24.
All right, that hits. Roll damage.
All right. Nice. I'll take it. 11.
11. Very nice. Okay.
So you see me run up and kind of jump and stab at him. And so my sword kind of goes into his hide a little bit. I pull it out and I turn around, spin to hit him again because I'm doing an action search.
Okay, do it.
Gonna try to attack him again. Still got advantage.
Yes, sir.
22.
Awesome. That hits. Go ahead and roll damage again.
9 points.
9 points of damage. Okay, if you're going to do an action surge, I would say fighting 2 stone trolls, not a bad time. Sorry, my lead broke twice when I was trying to update that. Okay, so yeah, you sink your blade into the creature, and it lets out this sort of guttural roar of pain. And you pull out your sword, you do a bit of a spinning flourish, and you slice into its back, and you're able to actually carve open some of its flesh, and you notice its blood start to drain out of it. As it's in pain, it will actually need to remake its save because on your turn, Onyx would get to try and wrestle out of its grasp. That's cocked. Okay. I have rolled. Go ahead and make a strength saving throw for your horse. Add 4.
18.
I only rolled a 13. So as you dive your sword into it and spin around and give it that flourish, as it yells out in pain, Onyx recognizes this as a moment to attempt to kick free from the beast. And as he does, he actually kicks into the chest, and the troll is going to take 5 points of bludgeoning damage, taking the full force of a bucking horse hind legs right into its chest, breaking free of the grapple, and scampering up to its feet. Your horse is now next to you, upright. The troll currently on the ground, having taken another 5 points of just bludgeoning damage from the horse's feet. Nebuchadnezzar, you are on deck. Haley at the top of the round. What would you like to do?
Haley is going to. So if I run over to Dala, am I?
You're
gonna
right next to Dala.
So I don't have to like get an opportunity attack from the troll.
No, opportunity attacks are only provoked when you leave melee range, and it's in melee with Dala. So you're already in melee with it, and yeah.
Okay,
You're fine.
I'm gonna do a medicine check on Dala.
Okay.
I've used all my inspiration, sadly.
Did you use the inspiration that I gave you?
No, like that's for me. I can't sing to anyone and give them inspiration right now.
Well, I mean for your medicine check, in case you
sure.
need it. That's
in
all.
case I need
I thought that's what you meant. I see what you mean now. You can't inspire anyone else right now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna be okay, Dala. She's gonna bring you back. Don't worry.
Dala is a sad burrito. Hannah has the exact same throw blanket.
Yeah.
The exact
We're
same
little
one.
burrito friends. 16.
16 succeeds. You're able to stabilize the wounds on Dala. You notice her blood sort of pooling out of her nose. You take a moment. This will be your action.
Yeah, I have handkerchiefs. Wipe my nose.
They're there.
You're able to stabilize her. So on your turn, Dala, you will not need to make a death saving throw, which is great. However, you are currently unconscious, and unless you guys find a way to heal her a little bit, she will be unconscious for the next 24 hours, after which she will wake up with 1 hit point. So
What happens if she takes damage?
She gets 2 death saving.
Yeah.
Even though she's stabilized now.
She's stabilized, so yes. Don't let her take damage. At least I would highly recommend against it. So the reason she takes 2 is because an attack against a prone creature has advantage. An attack against an unconscious character automatically hits and is a crit. And if you are hit by a critical attack while unconscious, you fail 2 death saves. If you're hit by a regular attack, you fail 1 death save. So if like a ranged person hits you, you take 1 fail. If a melee person hits you, you get 2 fails. So 3 fails and you outright die.
Well, I think that the troll will not go after her because she's no longer a threat anymore. He's going to go after us. So I would not worry about that. Just don't let him fall on her.
So Haley, you take your turn to stabilize Dala. Is there any bonus action you can do? I know you can't inspire, but anything else?
Wait, she failed to stabilize her?
No, she stabilized her. Yeah.
Okay.
Use your action to do it.
Good job,
I
Haley.
don't think I have another bonus action.
Okay, you got it. Nebuchadnezzar, you're up.
All right, so of course this makes me a little upset, so I'm going to go into rage mode. You know.
All right.
Come on, Chad.
And then I take out my warhammer, with both hands, and I'm going to slam into, because since the troll is having a club in one hand, I'm going to go for his elbow directly. I'm just going to try to hit his elbow with all my force there. So
is it the one with Cyrell or the one that downed Dala?
the one that downed Dala, because I'm not too far from her because I threw my spear, so I'm probably not too far away from her.
So you have advantage because of the flanking. A called shot has disadvantage. They cancel each other out. It's normal attack.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
I got a 5.
Oh, yeah. You swing with your warhammer and attempt to connect into the elbow and cause the troll to drop his weapon. Unfortunately, he kind of sees you coming, and he actually brings his club over and parries your warhammer attack, stopping you from landing the blow. Is there a bonus action you would like to do?
Nah, I'm fine.
It's the troll's turn. Edgerhell, you're on deck. So the first troll is the one that attacked Onyx, is going to spend half of its movement to get up and is going to come at you, Cyrell, to attack. The first attack is a 19 to hit, so that'll be the first one that hits. The second one is a 13 to hit.
Second one does not hit.
Second one misses. Okay. So the second one actually deals more damage. So that's helpful. All right, you take 9 points of bludgeoning damage as the club slams into your left arm and chest. You bring your shield up, and your shield takes a brunt of the blow, but it basically slams your shield into your chest and hurts pretty bad.
Ow.
The second troll is going to turn on you, Nebuchadnezzar.
Okay.
And you're raging, so you take half damage if either of these hits land. First one is a natural 20.
It lands. Is it another nat 20? Oh, baby. My guy, he just had a flashback to his days as a young lad, running around the mountains. He thinks back to his first kiss of his long lost love. He also thinks of that great time when he was able to talk a guard out of a horse speeding ticket. That was a big moment of pride for his life. He was he was going too fast as a horse. They were able to talk him out of it.
Did you get
Then he remembers
in a row?
Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, baby.
Yeah, based off his face, I'm gonna guess yes.
Wow.
What I do as a DM is that if a player can roll 3 nat 20s in a row, he gets like a special blessing, like a boon from
So I
God.
should roll again real quick. That one's cocked. Hold on. No, that one's a 7.
He's just blessed, and he just gets 4 times the size, where it's yes. But then if the player rolls 3s nat 1s, then he just dies in some stupid way. So you don't want to roll 3 nat 1s in a row. Yeah. So lay it on me, Chief.
Yep.
You give me the full damage amount, and then I'll just half that, so you don't.
Yeah, that's what I do. I never adjust for that kind of stuff. I was just double checking here when it comes to flanking. Yeah, I thought I had read somewhere that a creature being flanked would have disadvantage on melee attacks. It doesn't.
Of course not.
So. Yeah, just both attacks were a natural 20. So the first one is with the club. 19.
Okay.
Half would be 10. We round up, so you took 10 points. The second one, hey, that's a lot better. 12, have 2 6.
Hey, okay. I still have 5 HP left.
Yay!
I'm all beaten and bloody. Is that all you got? And I kind of laugh madly.
I like it. Edgerhell, you're up. Eldakar, you're on deck.
How do criticals work? If I were to get a critical.
Yep. So if you roll a natural 20 on your attack, whatever your damage die is, for this creature it rolls 2d8. I would roll. That one was an 8, and then the other one was another 8 for a total of 16. I would then double the dice roll to 32 and then add any applicable modifiers. So a critical hit allows you to double the damage that you roll on the dice. So on a dagger, if it's a d4, you would roll the d4, double it, and then add the modifier afterwards. You don't double your strength, your dexterity. You just double the dice result.
All right. What can I perceive is the weakness of the troll?
That's a wonderful question. Make a shadow lore check.
A shadow lore?
Yes.
Check. Fine.
Which you're great at, right? Right? That's your best skill, right?
Right. That is an 11.
An 11. 2 weaknesses that you know of. One, they are very poor-sighted creatures. So any kind of attacks of some kind going for the eyes, not very helpful. They rely much more on sound because they're creatures that are mostly nocturnal, and their biggest weakness is sunlight.
Okay, but there's no sun there because of the foliage. Okay, since it's looking at chat right now, then it means that it's not looking straight at me. So I wanna. How tall are they? Like, can I reach them or not?
They're about 7.5, 8 feet tall.
All right, I want to take 3 steps back and then shoot an arrow to the ear. I believe that I'm better with the arrow with the dexterity than the.
Okay.
Sword, so
Make an attack roll.
let's find out. Thank you, Edrakar.
Yeah.
Do I have advantage or not?
And Nebuchadnezzar's like, yes, you do.
Don't even talk to John about this. Trust me, you have advantage. Don't even.
You do not have advantage at the moment.
I do not. Okay, so I think I miss. At the moment.
Was it a 1?
No, it was a 2.
Okay.
A 5 with the.
Yeah. Unfortunately, as you take a couple steps back, you fire your arrow, and it completely misses the troll. Flies right past its head. Eldikar,
Oh.
you're up. Cyrell, you're on deck.
Do I notice that he was trying to aim for the ear, or was it just that bad of a miss that I have no idea?
He was aiming for the head of some kind. Edrahel, you could shout out, go for the ears if you would like.
Bonus action. I shout that out. Yes.
All right, so he shouts it out. So you do hear Edrahel yell out, go for the ears.
Okay. So then I draw my short bow and do the same thing he did.
All right, make an attack roll.
Guys, I'm just gonna let this guy wail on me, man. Everyone's running away. Leave it to me. I'm just like, guys, friends.
8.
So you draw back on your short bow and fire an arrow. Unfortunately, it does not find purchase in the head of the troll.
So here's my question, John. The arrow flies above him, right? And it may hit some branches, right? That may expose some sunlight, right? Now, I'm not saying that does happen. I'm not saying that does happen. But I'm just saying, what if, what
Gandalf
if that
will
happened?
disappear.
That's a great supposal. C.S. Lewis would be proud.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That wasn't considered a sneak attack either, right?
No, sneak attacks are the first attack that lands during your round. So do you have a second attack?
Not that I know of.
Okay. Then that is your turn. Cyrell, you're up. Haley, you are on deck.
Okay. Am I now flanking it with Onyx?
You will have to move to the other side of it. You'll stay in melee. I won't provoke an attack of opportunity. But yeah, I would say Onyx has proved itself to be a threatening creature. You could attempt, if you want, because I like the idea, to make a bonus action animal handling check, because Onyx has took the first attack and is very defensive, to attempt to rear up and kick the troll. If you want to try and encourage your horse to do that as a bonus action, you can make an animal handling check. Specifically because you're a rider of Rohan and probably the only person in the party that would be able to do that.
Cool. So would Onyx get so I was debating what Cyrell would do. Would Onyx get a chance to move away? Like, does he get a full action, or am I?
Yeah, Onyx can move. Onyx, if he moves out of melee, it will provoke an attack of opportunity from the troll.
And the special roll you're giving me, I can use a bonus action to tell him to hit.
To basically, it's an animal handling to encourage your horse to attack. Horses attack with their hooves. He would have a +6 to hit, and a hit does 2d6 +4 because their strength modifier is 18, so a +4.
Okay.
It would be 2d6 plus 4 damage.
So let me walk through this real fast. So I was gonna
I'll send you also so you know the stat block for your horse.
I pulled it up. I have it.
Oh, you have? Is it
okay.
Warhorse?
I just had riding horse.
Warhorse? Oh, yeah. The Warhorse, yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll search for that. Okay, cool. So Cyrell is concerned about Onyx, almost like a kid, but he wants to make sure that he is wise. So he's first gonna kind of roll around to the other side of the beast and tell Onyx flank. That's all he says. And Onyx knows what he's doing, and so he's going to attack the troll. Cyrell is first.
With advantage, do it.
Do that. So close. 24.
24 hits.
I had a 19, so close to.
Oh, almost.
10 points of damage.
10 points of damage.
Okay, so now the other consideration. So if Onyx tries to move away, he's going to get attack of opportunity. I can block that, or Onyx can stay engaged right now and do a bonus attack. Well, okay. If Cyrell thinks he's going to get attack of opportunity away, he's going to tell Onyx to attack. Does Onyx get flanking with me now?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So roll and add 6 to your d20.
Okay. 17.
17 hits. Roll damage. It's 2d6 plus 4.
The other one was a 1, so glad for that advantage. 2d6 plus 4. Onyx is amazing. He does 14 points of damage.
As you stab into the troll's back, its arms kind of arch a little bit and its back bends towards you as it yells out in pain. At the same time, Onyx rears up and kicks forward as hard as it can, driving its hooves into the chest. You actually hear the crack of bone as Onyx smashes the rib cage of the troll. And this is as you're digging your sword into its back. And when Onyx kicks up, rears up, and slams its hooves into the troll, it throws the troll back onto your blade even further, sinking all the way down to the hilt as you hear the troll let out this gargling death rattle, and it falls to the ground. And as it does, your sword just slides out of it instinctively. That troll is dead.